DJ Academics and Drake got one of the strangest friendships the music industry done seen. Well, if I'm being honest, it's more of a one-sided relationship, but still. See, in hip-hop, y'all know, Act is one of, if not the biggest media platform in this space. If Act come out and say something, the world gonna hear it. And so for years and years after everything that done went on, after all the Drake beefs and whatever else that done happened in the industry, Act was always at Drake's side. He was always with Drake, defending the man in front of the world. So it's really nothing new to see Act on Drake's side. Like I said, time and time again, it don't matter what the situation was, it don't matter what was going down, if Drake was right or wrong, you was gonna have Act on his side of the ring. You was gonna have Act defending Drake. Now, sometimes it was a little crazy. I mean, he would be screaming, Drake the best artist ever, Drake the best, the greatest. That's how Act was coming about Drake. But y'all know this. Y'all done seen Act. Y'all done seen all of the clips of him listening to Drake music, freaking out, saying Drake the top 5, better than Kendrick, better than Cole, better than Future. He basically has Drake over everybody. Drake on his own little pedestal. And that's Act whole thing. That's how Act get down online. That's how he get down when it comes to Drake. But you know, even though time and time again, we would always see Act defending Drake or be on Drake's side, no matter the situation, we would never see it the other way. We would never see Drake defending Act or Drake helping Act out of a situation or Act beefing with some rapper or this blogger. Drake was never there to defend the man.
Academics is one of the main people who really be on Drake's dick, and Drake rarely shows him love. Like, he was literally on Aiden's stream. He was on XQC's stream. Why has he not been on Act's stream? Why has he not even been like, I know they did a Instagram live call, but it's like, he should be showing, especially since he's trying to get more like tapped in into the streaming world and the streaming realm. You would think he would, you know, try to be more tapped in with Act, especially since he low-key kind of runs the music news and how people get their news on music. You think that's probably why he keeps him in his back pocket, if I'm being honest.
See, a few months back, Act was online talking about his relationship with Drake, and a lot of people was like, oh, so how you supposed to be Drake #1 fan, but y'all ain't did no sat down interview, y'all ain't did none of this? And Complex wrote on that. Complex wrote this: Academics is all that concerned with nailing down the Drake interview, despite recent chatter on social media focused on his association with the 100 Gigs artist. Specifically, Act was reacting to this clip from a recent episode of The Community with Jason Martin and Glasses Malone, arguing that it was intellectually dishonest to post that Drake was going anywhere else for long-form interviews.
Well, then why hasn't he done it if this is the hardest part? He went and did Charlamagne, went Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club don't support him.
But he's not done the breakfast. But see, that's intellectually dishonest. He doesn't rock with the Breakfast Club. Bro, he doesn't rock with none of these guys. He doesn't rock with the Breakfast Club. He don't like Elliott Wilson. He don't. They're interesting, like, hot and cold relationship. I remember one of the last times I was trying to make sure, because Joe, my guy, I was trying to explain certain to him, and then he doubled down and he said, bro, the dude is saying weird shit. Like, that's not just rap critic. Here's my only thing that's a little bit dishonest about that, because the majority of the media, our job as the media is to have these, not only relationship, but these sources. Everybody who has a substantial platform, not one of them have a line to the biggest rapper. That, like, to me, that's why I say to y'all, that association pays me its weight in gold. It's worth its weight in gold. He don't like Charlamagne. He don't like none of these. Everybody, you can't name one guy. Who? Mealy Moore? All right, let's give me.
And so, with everything Act had been doing for Drake for years, he would never see no return on that. And with time, people have always said this. A lot of the world was real vocal about the one-sided relationship with Act and Drake. People was looking at Act like, bro, use the biggest media platform in the rap space, and you just do whatever Drake say. It don't matter how Drake coming, you gonna be there to defend it. And people would start to realize, like, yo, Act, like, he really not here for you. He really don't appreciate none of the love you be giving him. And it was obvious. You would never see Drake on Act's side of anything. And so it was kind of like a running thing in hip hop that, oh, anytime Drake do anything, you gonna have Act right here on his side, repeating and strengthening everything that he had to say. And one day, some people that's cool with Act told him the truth. They sat down on the call with Act, and they was honest to the man. They told him, they was like, look, bro, you show all of this love to Drake, but what did he do for you? He don't fly you out to no shows. He don't take you here. He don't take you there. He don't shout you out. He don't show you no love. And they told Act that.
You deemed that tickets to the concert. He 21 Savage had to get you them.
He
Act,
didn't see it. He didn't see it.
You sitting there? Now all of a sudden he didn't see it. Act, he's treating you like how when a thought's in a DM.
Stop.
Oh, I ain't trying.
That don't make him a like that.
Act that does though. Act that does, cause when he needs you, he'll send you DMs. He'll play old buddy with you, but he really don't. How you showing him mad love? He don't show you no love. You think Drake shows you love?
Drake showed me a lot of love.
How? What's he do to show you love?
I got exclusive info.
Act, that's not love.
I'm on the
what do you do with that exclusive info? You say it to the world, you gas it up 10 times more. He's using you as a free a billboard, free promo. Showing you love is, yo, Act, I'm in the city. Here's 10 tickets to my show. Backstage, pull up to the. I got the OV. He sent Ice Spice a jet before he sent you one. Act, you're the biggest media platform, Act.
What that got to do with Drake? He's the biggest rapper.
So Act, and you're promoting him. You're making Act. That nigga be dropping ass music, but you won't say that because you're a #1 fan, my nigga. So you be like, yo, even if it's ass, you might get offline, might tell yo, was ass, but nigga get online and jump into it, doing backflips.
But with time, the Drake and Act situations will get a lot deeper than just them two. In the past few months, we done seen Drake trying to tear the industry apart. See, he lost his beef and went straight to the courts. He didn't want to handle any music no more. He was like, all right, I'm finna go the legal route. And I mean, he really has been trying to make something out of this lawsuit he done formed against UMG. Basically, Drake came out claiming that UMG was artificially pushing the song Not Like Us. And in the articles and in the lawsuits, he was listed Act as a source, and it was this whole big thing. Basically, he was accusing Kendrick Lamar and his label of buying the streams. And if we're being honest, any type of music you listen to, every big artist, every song you see on the charts, every single song you see on the billboard got some bots put into it, and that's just how the music game go. Even though we might not know, even though we might think everything artificial, most of this stuff that go on in the rap space and the music space, a lot of it is artificial. Drake trying to call Kendrick Lamar out on this, even though it's done been proven many times over the years that his music was being artificially pushed. But even past that, the lawsuit started to pick back up. See, yesterday, Drake came out withdrawing the lawsuit against UMG. The Verge wrote this: Drake has withdrawn the petition he raised accusing Spotify and UMG of illegally boosting Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. According to documents filed with the New York Supreme Court on Tuesday, the pre-action case is being discounted with no financial cost to any of the parties involved. Petition or pre-action cause isn't a full lawsuit. It refers to a stage of litigation that seeks information from each party and allows time for issues to be resolved before disputes are escalated to court. But after the man would come out and withdraw the lawsuit and do all of this, he would come on completely different time in the day. He went from withdrawing this case and coming to an agreement outside of the courtroom to throwing a lawsuit up in the air, a whole nother lawsuit. He threw a federal defamation claim against the label, basically saying the same thing that he'd been saying this whole time, and that the label was pushing this whole PDF file thing against. Drake was claiming that he had bought receipts and how UMG allegedly bought the song by at least 30 million streams. Just know Drake was coming at them crazy, and people was not having it. The world was kind of tired of all of this that Drake was doing. Niggas was looking at Drake like this: how you lose a rap beef, and instead of trying to come out with another diss track or letting the beef die down, you turn around and go to the courts. You get to saying, oh yeah, they bought this song. None of the plays from Not Like Us was real. The streets was really not liking this song, when Drake was wrong. I'm not gonna lie, you was wrong. It's a 100% fact that some of the streams was botted on the song, but that's with every big song that's ever gonna come out. Some of them streams is gonna be botted. We in the modern day era. We in the internet era. But granted, some of those streams might be botted, but the culture was feeling this song. And I'm not even gonna start this conversation up again because y'all done seen it play out time and time again. Not Like Us was the face of rap, whether you wanna admit it or not, Drake. The whole world know every lyric to that song because that was a real song. That was a real song that the culture was feeling, nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. So for you to just kind of bring up this point that, oh yeah, Not Like Us, none of the hype around it was real. It was. The whole world loved that song for a reason. Drake was doing all of this, trying to prove UMG wrong, trying to prove UMG to the world that they was botting the streams. But not only did he come at Kendrick, and not only did he come at the label, he also brought streamers into the situation. If you remember back when the songs was dropping, him and Kendrick dropping diss tracks every other day, the whole streaming industry out here reacting to it. And so when this lawsuit came out, Drake was name dropping streamers. He was posting all of these streamers' YouTube videos saying, for Casanat, for example, he was like, oh yeah, Casanat posted this video, it got 9 million views. And Kendrick had to have something to do with that. And that's basically how he was coming. He called out all of these streamers by names in this federal defamation lawsuit. He put all of these niggas' names in there. But not only was he coming at these streamers for helping Kendrick out or defending Kendrick, do you know what happened? Drake was on the exact same side of the table. Drake was doing the exact thing that he was accusing Kendrick of doing. See, Drake in his article was coming out claiming that Kendrick label was clearing songs for people to react to it. They didn't claim these streamer songs so they could get money and their videos could get more views while they reacting to this song. But what's crazy is, at the same time Drake was coming out saying, oh yeah, Kendrick was not claiming the songs on YouTube so the streamers could react to it, do you know who's doing the same thing? Drake was doing the exact same thing that he was accusing Kendrick of. Drake said, oh, you let these reactors post your songs and you didn't claim them? Well, it's proof that Drake has came out and did the same thing. But right now, like I said, every single reactor, every content creator who had anything to do with this situation is online speaking on the situation. Screwface got on Twitter. He posted a reaction to push-ups and proved that it was never claimed, meaning he getting the money from this video, meaning it's gonna get pushed right, meaning it's not gonna get took down or anything like that. So Drake label, let this song be. He posted this tweet along with the picture. Well, here comes the bombshell. Ladies and gentlemen, Drake and UMG also didn't claim my original push-ups react. I kept the file, buddy, for this exact day. So it's okay for when they do it to you, but not for Dot. Explain this. I need to tweet this and get all the retweets and love because the world need to see this. Shaking my head. Screwface came out with proof. He came out showing that Drake is a walking contradiction. He said, oh yeah, Kendrick label letting the reactors react to the song with no problems. But Drake, your label was also doing the same thing, letting these reactors react to your music with no problems, with no claims. But not only that, if you remember back during that whole Kendrick beef, you know who was in Casanat ear, who was in Casanat DMs, giving them early info, giving them early times on drops? Drake. Drake came out, oh yeah, Casanat, stay up tonight. You know, I got something dropping. Let the streets know I got something dropping.
Oh, Drake just text me! I got a report. Drake has just texted me. Stay on stream. I repeat, Drake has officially said, stay on stream.
So for this nigga to come at Kendrick for allegedly working with streamers when Drake was in fact working with streamers on camera, it's kind of crazy. But it ain't just stop at Screw. That man No Life Shaq was on live responding.
Yeah, bruh. Just like what the title said, this is exactly what's happening. This Drake them snitched on the reaction community. It's no way you got us in this case, dog. We chilling, having fun, and you got us listed in the case. Oh, this gotta be the softest ever, dog. Man, hey, Drake, you ain't hip hop, bro. It's no way. You a great artist, I give you that all day long. I promise you. Can't take that from you. But bro, you gotta be the softest in the history of Earth. Yo! Basically, to make him look bad, they let us monetize our content. Nigga, what? That makes no sense. We was gonna react to it anyway. Whether we got paid or not, we still was gonna react. Drake, you must be new here. That's the biggest thing we complain about. Copyright.
Even Zeus and Belu was on stream speaking to their lawyers about the whole case.
Dimitri, I'm trying to get your legal advice from trying to get your legal advice on something real quick.
Sure, what's up?
So is there any play in a countersuit with Drake's lawsuit, being that he mentioned us? I'm on stream, by the way. Because I'm not gonna lie, like when I saw me and B-Lou was mentioned in the lawsuit, I haven't been at ease all day.
Well, what did it say? I actually didn't, I was unaware of that.
Yeah, it said that it made claims that we reacted in a certain way because UMG lifted our copyright, and I've been getting all kinds of threats from OVO, and like my family been getting threats. They've been like finding my address. I just been distressed all day.
And look, before I keep going on, make sure you hit a sub. You this far in the video, I know you enjoying it, so you might as well hit that sub button. But this lawsuit was just a lot of Drake being mad at Kendrick for doing things Drake had already done. But the Drake controversy would keep on getting worse. This last situation that Drake and Act was in got people looking at him kind of crazy. People is really looking at this like career ruining. Remember, a few days ago, Act came out. Y'all seen the headlines. Act was speaking on LeBron, allegedly cheating on his wife.
LeBron, you gotta leave this Drake. Drake is down to crash out over. Leave alone. Okay? You got 4 rings in real life. Unless you trying to get on some Melo. Melo had 1 ring in real life. I took back. Unless you try to lose your real life ring, bro. Drake is sensitive about this, Kendrick. I heard about LeBron with white. I'm sorry to tell you, if I'm the bearer of bad news, I'm sorry to kill your dreams. LeBron been doing his goddamn thing. Mad. The guy who I used to help get side chicks is now dancing to a song called Me a You wasn't dancing to that when I brought 5 chicks for us to have a little LeBron over your freak off. You wasn't dancing to that then. You wasn't dancing to that then. You better keep your nigga. Ain't you 45? You better keep your fused ankles to trying to do what you could do on that court and stop dancing to songs about me being a when I used to bring you the bitch that you could cheat on your girl with. I'm sorry. Get mad all you want.
And for the first time, we will see LeBron in some actual controversy. And it's crazy that the controversy that LeBron James will get in was something over DJ Academics and Drake. They was claiming that LeBron was out here cheating on his wife, and that more and more information and more dirt on LeBron would keep coming out as long as LeBron would be out here supporting Kendrick, singing his songs, dancing to Kendrick's songs. And even though Act done came out many times being toxic or acting how Act, this crossed the line. People was like, okay, trolling on the internet is one thing, but now you playing with a nigga life. You playing with a nigga family. You saying that he cheated on his wife. This LeBron James, like, it's not no random. This not some rapper that you just arguing with. So people is looking at Act like you really crossed the line. And for the first time, we really seeing Act get a lot of backlash for this. Go look at this video on LeBron James and Drake. That video is getting dislike bomb right now because people is really feeling some type of way about Act. They looking at Act like he's soft. They like, there's no way that you on this camera, that you on this stream in front of the entire world, knowing the platform that you got spewing nonsense. He was saying, oh yeah, LeBron and Drake was cracking hoes. They was doing this, doing that. So people mad at him. And people are online speculating right now if LeBron gonna hit Act with something in return. Maybe a lawsuit, maybe a defamation claim. We don't know for sure. But this not the only controversy that this Act LeBron thing brought about. And it's crazy because Drake and LeBron, they were cool at one point. Y'all know the story. Drake and LeBron, they posted up. There's plenty of pictures of the two together. But ever since this whole Kendrick Lamar thing went on, we done seen LeBron really step away from Drake, unfollowed Drake, cut ties with him. He dancing with Kendrick. He dancing in Kendrick's songs. He at the pop-out show. So LeBron was really showing that he done with Drake. He not cooling with Drake no more. Everything that came out about him, LeBron sat and picked his side. And people are speculating that Drake feeling some type of way, especially with that old freestyle he just came out with. So people looking at Drake like he a little bitter because of this LeBron thing. He a little bitter that LeBron don't want to be his friend no more. But this isn't the only controversy that the LeBron thing brought about, because the way this entire situation even started to begin with was all because Drake had some DMs leaked with Chris Griffin. Hot New Hip Hop wrote this. This whole allegedly leaked Drake DM situation is sticking in more and more by the day. To sum it up, Griffith leaked some alleged DMs with him and Drake, in which they differed on how to handle the situation regarding Stephen Diggs' brothers. And so Drake and Chris got to this back and forth. Drake ain't want to get into the dude problems. He was probably feeling some type of way. He was like, all right, Drake, you don't want to be on my side. I'm gonna post these messages. That's kind of crazy to do. I wouldn't do it personally, but he did what he did, and the messages is out. Niggas done seen. In these messages, Drake kind of hinting at the fact that maybe LeBron was out here cheating on his wife. And that's what Act was on about in that clip. Hot New Hip Hop also wrote, Chris Blake's Griffith DM made it seem though as Drizzy was likening this situation with UMG to James marriage. The fake message made it seem as though the rapper was comparing false rumors about him to the ones being spread about James's infidelity. Me and Universal, the DMs claim, it's like if Nike was funding a campaign about LeBron cheating on his wife. DJ Academics has also made his fair share of incorrect predictions in the past. He's also been known to cape for Drake and support the Toronto icon whenever he gets the chance. But look, DMs came out, and originally, Act was online confident as hell saying, yeah, look, y'all, the DMs fake. He like, yeah, the boy Drake told me, that's my source. He said them DMs ain't real, so the DMs ain't real. And keep in mind, this is Act, one of the biggest media platforms in rap. So the whole world seen this. Everybody like, oh, okay, Drake told Act the DMs was fake, so that must mean the DMs is fake. And that was until this nigga Chris Griffith came out proving that the DMs was real. So Act got this information from Drake. He didn't try to cross-check it. He didn't hit Chris up like, oh yeah, let me see your DMs with Drake, see these messages are real or not, because he came to me saying that they was fake. No, Act got the call from Drake, got on Twitter, told the world Drake said this fake, so that must mean it's fake. Chris comes out, exposes that the messages is real. Now Act credibility out the window. Now everybody on the internet looking at Academics like, what the hell is you talking about? You just came on here confident saying that this was fake. Whole time it's real. So what else have you lied about? What else have you been wrong about when it came to Drake? Or you was fed false information and spewed it out to the world without cross-checking any of it. He took what Drake said at face value and didn't question it. But when all the backlash was coming for Act just blindly listening to Drake claims, Chris, the man who leaked the DMs, got on the call with Act and spoke to him about it.
Oh yeah.
It's a big Act in the building, man. How are you doing?
What's up, Slum? How you feel?
I'm doing good. Okay. So
Don't listen, Holmes. Don't let them lie to you like that. You a credible source. You the heartbeat to the industry. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Your whole brand is built on credibility. You
right.
gotta tell the truth. You gotta deliver the truth. So when Holmes get in a bind and he lean on you to deliver a lie, you put everything in skepticism. I'm an advocate for the boy the same way you an advocate for the boy, and long standing. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We got real history, me and Holmes.
Okay.
I know you got questions for me and whatnot. I just want to preface with the fact that I'm not no fly by night nigga, Holmes. I ain't just jump out of nowhere. I'm calculated in my stance. So let's go ahead.
Even though he might be a little delusional when it comes to Drake, he might be on that meat, he might be meat rotting, he still was also in that man corner. He was always there for Drake when Drake ain't had nobody else in the industry. Hell, but Drake didn't care about the repercussions that was gonna come to Act after lying to him. He sat there and lied to Act, talking about, oh yeah, these messages fake and they real. He told Act this information. He fed Act false info, knowing Act was gonna report on it, knowing how bad it was gonna make Act look when people really found out the truth. But Drake didn't get no fucks. He didn't care about none of that. He wanted to put the information out that he wanted to put out. Drake came out and single-handedly ruined Academics' credibility. He lied to his #1 supporter. He told this lie that got exposed. It's crazy that Drake don't care about Act, and I don't think Drake will ever care about Act because he's been showing his true colors over these past few months with the whole lawsuit, losing the beef, going right to the courtrooms. But this was the one time he really did bring in more than just labels into these lawsuits. He came out through real content creators' names into these lawsuits, putting something on people that probably wasn't even true. You're gonna come out in a court document, a federal court document saying, oh yeah, so-and-so got paid by Kendrick. So-and-so got paid by Kendrick. Now you bring a light to these people in the wrong situation. Niggas don't want to wake up and hear, oh yeah, Drake just name dropped you in a federal lawsuit. That's crazy to think about. You know the thing is, this situation today and yesterday and these past few weeks, Drake will never be looked at again. Think about how different his career could have been right now. If Drake would have lost the beef, okay, losing the beef one thing. Drake could have lost this beef. He could have turned around, really locked in, made some classic Drake albums. Keep in mind, this Drake we talking about, it's not no random. He done dropped some great albums before. Imagine he locked in, dropped him a great album. He just cooked him up a great album in this past year that he ain't dropped nothing. But Drake took a completely different route. He took a rap niggas wasn't expecting him to take. He went straight legal. But not only would these fans not look at him the same, not only would these artists not look at him the same, these streamers won't look at him the same. And before you get to saying it, oh, Drake don't need no streamers. The way these streamers is moving right now, every single day that go by, they becoming more and more a part of the culture. They becoming more and more important to everything that goes on in the rap space. These reactions that these streamers put out, these reactions that these YouTubers put out that go viral, I promise you, they bringing in a lot of attention to these records. A lot of these songs is going so viral because of all the clips coming out of it, because of all the social media people making videos on it, the content creators, the reactors, the streamers. Castanet get on stream, react to a Drake song, post that shit. Clips everywhere. The YouTube video getting 1 million views, clips getting 20, 30 million views across all platforms. So really think about the impact that these streamers and content creators got on the game today. This is not 2015 no more. This is not 2010. We in 2025. Content creators is really the way. These streamers is really the way. So for Drake to cut ties with these streamers, it's crazy. Why would somebody want to work with Drake? Or why would Castanet want to work with Drake again after he just name dropped him in a federal lawsuit? But when the beef was going on, we had Drake telling Castanet, oh yeah, bro, I'm about to drop. Stay on stream. Stay up later for me. I'm finna drop. Point is, Drake burning ties with everybody he can think of. Streamers, artists, fans, everybody. Nobody's gonna work with Drake or look at Drake the same after this. Who knows how Drake and Act relationship gonna turn out? Hell, even Drake relationship with the internet. But what I can say is all of the things that happened in this past year was all Drake's fault. A lot of this, most of this, 90% of this wouldn't have went down the way it did if Drake would have came about the situation differently. Think about it. Drake could really be in a completely different situation right now if he didn't do everything that he did, if he didn't do all these antics, if he didn't start up these lawsuits and this and that. Point is, we got to see how everything turned out. And I hope you enjoyed this video.